Hello and welcome back to my Norty's Forgotten Flixathon. So we're into 2015 and like 2014, this will be the only one we talk about. I just haven't seen that many movies from that year and I've already covered the 3 most underrated movies from it. But there is one movie I always thought could have gotten a little more recognition, and that is the time travel found footage movie, Project Almanac. Directed by Dan Israelite, who would later go on to direct Saban's Power Rangers, Project Almanac follows a high school senior named David who has been accepted to MIT but can't afford to go when he can't get a scholarship. And with his father dead, his mother is struggling to pay the bills. He sees in an old home movie that at his 7th birthday his present self appears in a reflection. This leads him to finding plans his father had to build a time machine, and he enlists the help of his sister Christina and friends Adam and Quinn. And with the power, they decide to have some fun, but pretty soon things start to spiral out of control. This movie was produced by Michael Bay's production company Platinum Dunes, which is hated by a lot of people. But with this, the Purge sequels, Ouija Origin of Evil, and A Quiet Place, I think they've really grown as a solid company, enough to rival Blumhouse. So I love the idea of a time travel found footage movie, and I also love the idea of it being centered around a bunch of teenagers. Because teenagers getting this kind of power would just lead to so much more fun, and that's what I like about it. It's just a fun time travel movie. Films like Looper and Predestination are great, but sometimes I just want to see something that has fun with its premise. I don't think that's wrong. Like, yeah, you can be smart about it, you can maybe be a little more ethical, but as soon as these guys build it, they go back to pass a science presentation. Then they go back to get revenge on the alpha bitch. And then, of course, they win the lottery. Actually, I'm just gonna do this now. That's my favorite scene. It's really funny and it fulfills every fantasy I have ever had.
All right, everybody settle down. Goldberg, let's get this over with.
Let's dance, Lou. Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon.
Atomic weight of fluorine?
Atomic weight, what?
Do you know it or not?
We didn't ask that last time, so why would I know that? That's...
Last time? What the hell are you talking about? Goldberg, this is about comprehension, not memorization. See you after class.
Experiment 14, payback time.
God, Christina, walk much? Hi, Justin.
You got this, Chris.
Come on, Chris, you got this. I got this. I got this. You were just...
I'm everywhere, bitch.
We're gonna be so rich, I'm gonna hire Kim Kardashian to have my baby. Right? Quinn. We need it.
Oh, my God.
Put it right there, put it right there. I respect you for that.
After taxes, that's $53,876,522.
I bet me $100,000, are you right?
I'll bet you $200,000 to be exact.
All right, wait here. I'll go check.
She's checking?
She's checking. Congratulations.
You're winners.
Be honest. This is what you would do if you had a time machine. Now, some of my more DCOM experts might realize that this whole premise is similar to a Disney Channel original movie called Minutemen, which also is about teenagers using a time machine and using it to make their lives better. This is just on a higher budget and found footage. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there's more to it. I do like these characters. I mean, none of them look that they are supposed to be in high school. In fact, only the actress playing Christina is younger than me, and in 2014, I would not have passed for a high school student. Hell, the guy playing Adam was in his 30s. By the way, that's Firewire from Zoe 101. But I'm getting off track. They may not look like high school students, but I like watching their adventures. And it's a good thing because it does take a while for the actual conflict to start. Well, I mean, they do spend a lot of time building the time machine, and of course after that they goof off, but the stuff that leads us to the climax doesn't really start until over an hour in. This is also one of those found footage movies. Not only is the video and audio perfect for consumer grade cameras, but they film shit even when there is absolutely no reason to. Why are you filming this? I mean, there's no reason to. How is no one seeing this camera? Don't you look weird? Like, I feel like a kid with a camera in the school would just look weird. The third act is where stuff really gets interesting, with lost memories, people getting hurt, and people disappearing that prove Doc Brown was right and we shouldn't fuck around with traveling to the past. Also, the ending makes no sense. like none. So yeah, it's not an amazing movie, there's plot holes, it's derivative of several other movies, but it's a lot of fun and one of the best January movies of the past 5 years. It's not too long, only about an hour and 40 minutes, so if you like time travel, found footage, and movies about teenagers having fun with godlike powers such as Clock Stoppers and Chronicle, you'll probably get some fun out of this. Although I do disagree with the movie's message that changing the past will somehow affect the future. I mean, I've changed the past dozens of times and nothing bad has ever happened. But anyway, next time we'll be jumping into 2016 with key.
Jesse Pierce drives? I assume she just like appeared out of thin air like most mythological creatures.